You're just like any other athlete. You want it now, you want it right away, you want everything, and you want to be able to do it right. He's a golfing genius, okay? Best player ever. Won a major at 50 years old. I was on putting watch for that one. Why the hell are you hitting my putter with a hammer?
'Today we are back with maybe the best putting coach of all time. He is the coach for Xander Schauffele, Phil Mickelson, and maybe all the other great pros. And today you're gonna get an exclusive look because not only are we getting a lesson from him, we are doing it at his home. Let's go! Oh no, I don't know.
That's okay. What are the numbers on the right?
Oh man, the 33.
Why so much hook spin? You hit that one dead in the middle, dude. 0-0. Why so much hook spin? If the contact was great and your path is 0 again.
So I'm just hitting it right here?
Nope. Look at the face angle. It's closed.
Oh, it's
1.27. The face angle's closed, you can put hook spin on it.
I see.
Like, this machine's crazy, man.
This is wild.
Yeah, that's why we spend so much time in here. Like, if you can create a stroke that's repeatable over, dude, this is second lesson, man.
Yeah, this is wild.
It's number 2. Okay? Yeah. Wait till we get to number 500. Like, you're gonna come in here, we'll spend 15 minutes on this machine, and we'll go putt.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But right now, it's like, dude, like everything, like I'm doing different things. My face is closed, my face is square, my path is 0, my path is to the right, my path is to the left, my contact's on the toe, my shaft's leaning forward, my shaft's leaning backwards. I'm accelerating, I'm decelerating, I'm launching, I'm not launching. Like, everything was freaking kind of different. Yeah, well, not so much anymore. We've got the launch down. So it's the same amount of overspin as hook spin. So the ball's in the air with overspin and, hook spin. So now it's spinning like a bullet. Blue diamonds, blue tint. Yeah. Shout out to Drake. I wonder if Drake plays golf.
Drake's gonna follow this channel one of these days. I guarantee it.
Blue tint. Blue diamonds, blue tint. Well, dude, when that song first came out, and we were in here looking at it, I'll be watching Xander on the golf course. I'll be blue tint.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And nobody knows what it is except for us because it's the blue numbers of the face. So did you hit it in the center of the face? It looked like it.
It sounded like it, and yeah.
Did it feel like it?
It felt like it.
Yeah, maybe this club twist number is going to be okay.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, blue.
Yeah.
Look at your face angle was blue.
Yeah.
Look at your launch. Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Now time out. We gotta get this one on Phil. So we said the angle of attack, the optimal angle of attack through research with robots, and Paul Hurrian, Dr. Hurrian is the guy that invented this software.
Yeah.
And this whole idea. From what he's measured, the optimal angle of attack is up 0.75 to up 1.5. Mm-hmm. So you're up right in the middle of that range.
Yeah.
Your face is square. Your face rotation, we haven't talked about it, it's the same.
Yep.
It's like 30 degrees, 25 to 30 degrees. Path, 0, perfect launch, overspin, single digit side spin. Like, this is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one you need to repeat.
I think I can repeat that one.
Now, you still accelerated just a fraction, but you've been around there. Now, with time and when that becomes the subject and none of this is the subject, we can dial that in. So here's the other thing about golf instruction that I would say. I've watched a lot of instructors, really good ones. And the really good ones don't give you 5 things to digest because it's too freaking hard, man.
There's too many things to
like,
think about.
I gotta get the face, what? I gotta get the face here. I gotta get my rear end back. I'm trying to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
You can't do it, dude. Like, let's just do one thing, man. Well, put it this way. We have 2 things, and they're both pre-swing. Shaft lean and ball position.
But they're like the root cause.
And it's changed.
It's next
So
level.
it's setup. We got the cause. We're not trying to fix the effect. This is all changing because we changed the ball position and we changed the handle. Where the handle was. Done.
Done.
I mean, not done.
Done.
Starting. The key is in the ignition, and we turn the ignition on.
We didn't even start moving.
Yeah, we're still in park.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. It's like, it can be hard, man. I could give you acceleration. I could go to different graphs and go, hey man, I want this graph to look like this. And then you'd leave here and you'd go,
yeah.
How am I gonna do it? You know what I mean? Like, you'd leave and you'd be like, dude, like, how am I gonna do all this?
Yeah.
And then what'd you say? Well, I don't have this machine. How do I get the face square? And then I said, well, you putt 2 balls at the same time. And if they leave at the same time, the face had to have been pretty square.
Yeah.
How else is it gonna be? Or you can use the plates. Like, dude, my guys use the plates. We gotta get you some plates. Yeah, go for it. A little low on the face.
Yeah, a little bit.
But how did the rest of it go?
It felt good, but...
So face angle was left. Launch angle was a little high. Wasn't terrible. So you see that yellow line? So this yellow line, right? That's the bottom of your putter. That's where it's moving through the ball. Well, that means you're hitting it low on the face, which could create backspin. Now it didn't, but it could. Your other ones had like 50 RPMs of overspin on it.
Yeah.
Forward roll. That one only had 14. The technology in the face of that putter helped you.
Yeah.
Just now.
So that could have been actually way worse.
That could have been really bad, but it wasn't as bad at all.
Yeah.
Because of the technology in the face.
So the ball was like right here, and I kind of just like, rather than going this way a little bit, I was like this way. And so when I hit it, I think
just didn't catch it at the right point of the swing? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, if I'm understanding you correctly, it seems like...
This saying that I'm going down at it, right?
No, no, you're still going up. 1.76 up. So attack angle, normally it says angle of attack, AOA, but the attack angle is up 1.76, so that's really good. 1.5 is good. Mickelson is up 5.
Okay.
I don't care. He does it every single time. And he has a putter with 7 degrees of loft and a big time forward press. So he's this. He does it every freaking time, man.
Yeah.
He's a machine. He's a golfing genius, okay? Top 10 players, best player ever. Won a major at 50 years old. I was on putting watch for that one.
So face angle here, then it looks like I closed that.
2 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no good. But where did you start? You started left. 0.73, almost a degree left. And then you closed it more. Subject is not face angle. The subject today is ball position and shaft lane to get the launch right. We do face angle another day. You can do face angle on your own.
Yeah.
If you said, you know what, dude, it's not raining on Thursday afternoon, I'm gonna go frickin' to Torrey and I'm gonna go putt. You can do face angle drills until your eyes start bleeding. That's fine, but that's not what we're measuring right now.
Okay.
So you're looking at it, so am I, I'm not blind. I'm looking at it. I'm just not commenting on it every time because I'm looking over at this side. I wanna make sure that frickin' ball, you're not chipping it. You were literally chipping the ball in the air with backspin. So do you want me to pull up one of those old putts?
So when I'm doing my thing is like, okay, so the launch angle is up, but I'm hitting it up still.
You're hitting up.
And so what is causing, is it too much?
So your angle of attack was up a little bit, but your shaft is leaning forward 2 degrees. So that one's a weird one.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I can look at this. I'm not afraid to tell you I don't know either. Sometimes I just don't know. But don't tell that to my wife. As far as she's concerned, I don't know nothing. All right, so go ahead and take your setup again. And we're gonna get that ball position that we like and the forward handle that we like. I'm just gonna watch it from down here. So center face contact. It looked pretty close to center. I don't think the face was that open. Yeah, man. It's the 0.26 and 0 path. Little bit Healy, actually.
Right here, right?
A little bit, yes. Did you feel it?
Yeah, I felt it.
Okay, so contact.
Yeah.
We said earlier when we first started, if you could pick one fundamental, just one, and somebody was holding a gun to your head and said, what's the most important thing in golf? I would probably pick contact. So if I hit the ball with cut spin, could that make it jump sideways? Yeah, it could. It could.
Yeah.
It could. It's not always, but I guess it could. The launch wasn't that high, but you hit it really low on the face. You see that? Watch, when I put these colored lines in there again, that yellow line is gonna be over the top of the thing, of the middle of the ball. So you topped it. I mean, who knows? If the ball is launching low and you hit it on the top, could that have been more of the cause also of hitting it down?
Yeah, so should that go a little lower?
Yeah, this yellow line needs to be below the equator of the ball. It needs to be down here.
Right there, so I felt that too because I'm like, I wanted to kind of go like this, right? Like forward spin.
Yeah.
And so I basically brought it up rather than kind of just.
Okay, so let's go back and look at this particular putt.
Yeah.
So your angle of attack is up 2.6 degrees. That's over a degree too much up. So if the putter is moving up, I have a greater chance of catching it off the bottom of the club. If my putter is moving down, I can hit it higher on the face. Now, not always. Think about a chip, right? I'm trying to chip and I hit down too much and the club goes straight into the ground, the leading edge digs because I'm hitting really, really down. I chunk it and I hit it high on the face. Or I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to chunk it. And then you're like, yeah, you don't want to hit down, you know, and then you hit it, I call it freaking hit it right in the forehead. And then the ball just goes across the green because you hit it really low on the face or thin it or blade it or skull it or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that's what I do a lot.
Right, so, well, you just scold this putt. You just scold it. You hit the leading edge of the putter, the lowest part of the putter is in the middle of the ball. But on that particular one, could the ball position have been too far forward? Because your angle of attack is up and you hit it low in the face. So these are the things that when you start putting by yourself, you're like, okay, I hit it thin, didn't feel very good, and I know that putter was moving up. First thing, I gotta check my ball position. I'm not gonna worry about, am I doing this, am I doing that? Let me check my ball position first. Okay, my ball position is really good. Is my weight on my right side? Did that cause me to do this? Did I move during my stroke? We can go there too. So we haven't talked any biomechanics. We haven't put you in a 3D suit or whatever. Yeah. We haven't done any of that yet, and we might not ever. But could that have been the cause of the thin contact and this angle attack being high? Could be. I would definitely check ball position first. Yeah. As soon as we change the ball position the first time, your launch conditions changed.
Yeah. So for that, for example, that was kind of just a feel thing. I was like, oh, okay, that felt like that. But is there any like objective way to kind of just figure out that I was like, oh, I topped it without like just feel?
Yeah, I mean, you could put your camera on the ground. So like what I'll do sometimes is I'll have people put the camera down in landscape and put a tee and then lean the camera against the tee so like it's this far away from you, you know, however many feet, a couple feet away, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet away from you, and then record it. And you can see if the putter's moving up or down too much.
Okay, that's genius. Yeah, I'll do that.
And you can also see if the ball's launching.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do it for.
And I'm gonna, yeah.
Because you don't want to see any light underneath that freaking golf ball after you hit it. You want to see it just kind of go, ooh,
yeah,
and turn
basically
over.
this thing
Yeah.
right here. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually, so before this machine came out, and I talk about Carl Welty on everything that I do. Yeah. Carl Welty is the reason why I'm where I'm at. Like, Carl Welty ultimately is the reason why Xander's where he's at in terms of his putting.
Yeah.
Because a lot of this stuff Carl was doing before this machine, I'm telling you, this is 50 years ago, man. So what he did was he drew a cross on the ball. And so if the cross is sitting like this, right? Normally you would put the line pointing towards your target. If it's sitting like this and the camera's right there, right?
Yep.
And it's on the ground, you can see if the ball is going this way or if the ball is going this way. You can also see if the cross is turning sideways.
Yeah.
He was doing this before this.
Yeah.
But this is just next level software and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But we did it with a high-speed camera. In fact, he did it with a regular like VHS camera. And then we looked at it in 30 frames per second. This is 1,000 frames per second. But if you get 30 frames per second and you see the ball go like that at all, or if you see it going like that at all, you know the launch isn't correct. And then he didn't have that machine. I mean, that's a freaking $3,000 machine. Yeah. What he did, in fact, I was telling the story last night in the car when we were going to dinner. I was telling my wife and kids, back in the day, Carl would take a putter that wasn't the right loft.
Yeah.
Like say it's a really good tour player, because that's what he did too. He worked with tour players. Tom Kite when he won US Open. He worked with really good players. And he would wrap the putter in a towel, take it to the curb, hit it with a rubber mallet, and then film it again.
Oh my God.
Like this is archaic stuff, but it was next level because nobody was doing it. And then all of a sudden somebody would be like, why are you hitting my putter with it? Because he wouldn't tell you what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
He just hit the putter with a mallet. And then you as a player go, what the are you doing to my putter, man? And then all the video looks good. And then you go, hey man, can you do that to this putter too? We had that happen. I was sitting in the back of his car and this player will go unnamed, he still plays on tour. Carl hit his putter and he started cussing at him. Like the player started cussing at Carl. And it was so uncomfortable driving back to the golf course because he lived right out at PGA West in Palm Springs. And we get out and he hits a couple putts and he's so mad. Like you could see him, his face. And we go back in the room, look at the video like we're looking at now. And he goes, hang on a second. He goes out to his car, grabs a couple different putters and goes, can you do it to these too? At the beginning, he was pissed. Why the hell are you hitting my putter with a hammer? And then Carl goes, just take it to a store and just check the loft dynamics on the putter. The static loft and move whatever putters to that and you'll. But then,
wild,
dude, like I said, we were doing this with a ball with a cross on it. This is just way, way more. I mean, it's 2023. This is not 1992. You know what I mean?
How do you buy those? The wall.
Or just draw a line. Just draw. with the Sharpie thing. Do this. Remember what I was telling you? Just get a clip, draw the lines, and use that.
I'll do it.
Friggin' easy.
All right, let me try this one more time.
Boy, that's pretty close. Maybe slight toe? Yeah, so I said slight toe. Path a little to the right, face a little closed equals hook spin. All those things equal hook spin. A draw, right? But look at the launch.
Yeah.
Launch is great. Angle of attack was up a little bit. So you might have moved it up. The ball could have been too far forward. You could have been tilting like away to hit up. You could have done all kinds of
I know why I'm doing the toe thing, I think. I think I'm just kind of I think I need to be a little more robotic with my arms because I'm kind of giving it a little free flowing and then it kind of goes like that. So maybe I just...
So for the camera, he thinks he's doing a lot of different things. We're gonna get to that later because he's gonna need some work on his stroke. But he's also doing better with the launch.
One step at a time.
One thing at a time.
Oh man, okay, let's see. We'll see.
You might not have liked the strike and the way you hit it, but we'll see. We'll see how good or bad it was. So look at your launch conditions. Yeah, you hit up on it a little bit. Face was a little bit closed. Hit it a little bit in the heel.
Yeah, the reason I didn't like it is because I think I just hesitated because I kind of like was doing a little different, so I didn't hit on this. So I went like kind of like this.
He's thinking about his stroke a lot. Do it again. Well, I mean, think about it, right? Like I said, 2 things at address: forward shaft lean, ball position. So it's his choice that he's thinking about all these other things. Now, I would say that's also very normal.
Yeah, man.
Analyze. Well, you're a data guy.
Yeah.
So you analyze.
I just kind of overanalyze.
And I think in practice, remember I said block practice and random practice?
Yeah.
This is very block. We're hitting the same putt, the same distance in a room each and every time, right? And so it's easy to kind of pick it apart right now, especially when there's time we're talking in between strokes and all that. Go for it.
No, I didn't feel, I don't know. I didn't like it, but.
So I got to ask you a question. No, I don't like it. That was your comment. No, I don't like it. What don't you like about it?
So that one, I just feel like I think I'm overthinking and I'm not like just going through the putt and when I get at contact, I like think about a billion things and I kind of just stop it and it just like feels like it dies.
Okay. I'm gonna feed you a word, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say it's a different sport. Let's say it's basketball, because you play basketball.
Yeah.
You're coming off a screen and the guy's not getting you the ball in time, or the pass is not on target. Like you're coming off a screen and you got to go down here to get it, set your feet and go, right? Or you're coming off this screen and you're waiting for the ball to be right here, but it's not. It's right here, and you got a defender coming around that screen. You got to get up over him and shoot, right? Yep. You're not in rhythm. You're no longer in rhythm. Now it's like, I'm not even going to get this shot off. Now I got to pump fake, go around him and dish because somebody's coming to help, or whatever the is going on, right? I'm just thinking, me and you played basketball growing up, right? That's what we know. And you're starting to know golf. And so in every single sport, if I'm a quarterback and I've done all this stuff, because like Carson Palmer is one of my students, and I don't know anything about playing a quarterback position. And I asked him because I wanted to know the mentality about like playing his sport.
Yeah.
And so he described some stuff to me. And in practice, like if they call a play and he looks and he sees the defenders, he knows who's coming off free and the timing of his break and where the ball should be, because he wants to throw the ball before the guy even gets out of his cut.
Yeah.
Like if he's running let's say he's running a slant, well, that ball needs to get out quick within like 2.1 seconds or whatever. So he 3-step drop, 5-step drop, a deeper drop, and that ball's coming out, man, because these guys are gonna come and get him.
Yeah.
Right? So there's timing and rhythm to every single one of these plays.
Yeah.
And he knows, like, that guy's coming free, that's option 1. I know how that guy's playing. I've studied enough their defense. When we set up in a situation like this, they're gonna play off on this guy. He's gonna come free, and I can hit him. All of a sudden, here comes the defender. He's up on the line of scrimmage. Last second, he sees it. Oh, option 2, option 3, whatever, the tight end, running back in the flat after everything breaks down. I got good protection, whatever. And he was telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, my mind's blown, right? But it's really cool stuff. So now all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, there's rhythm. We just talked about the rhythm in your coming off a screen, catching a pass, and being able to shoot. Well, there's rhythm in a freaking putting stroke. So then if you're out of rhythm and you're like, well, it feels like I kind of stopped and I did this and I did that, then this is the last piece I will give you, and it's the only in-swing technique piece of advice I'm going to give you. Okay, ready for this?
Yeah. Oh, the metronome thing.
No ball.
No ball.
Get set up and just swing it back and forth. Well, don't stop. Just keep going. I'm gonna help you.
Yeah.
See how we're going on the beeps now?
Yeah.
Back, back, contact. Back, contact. Back, contact. Back, contact. Back, contact. Now, that might be really fast for you.
Yeah, what's a good BPM?
Well, I don't know. It's everybody's different.
Okay.
So Dr. Grober is a physicist, and he's another freaking great guy. He used to be the head of the physics at Yale.
Yeah.
So, and then he played golf at Vanderbilt. Just beyond. Now he works for a hedge fund, and he's predicting the market through physics.
Of course he is.
Which I don't know how that works,
Yeah.
but I guess it works. And so what he was saying, that he called it resonance. Mm-hmm. He didn't call it tempo or timing or rhythm. It was like, he was like, it's a sine wave, and it just goes up and down and up and down and up.
Yeah.
Right? But everybody's resonance is different. So you need to find your own. If you're like, this feels fast.
But it just needs to be.
Then slow it down.
And then be on that beat.
Yeah. And so then you would never stop.
Yeah.
So I don't like players practicing with headphones in.
I was gonna say, like,
because they're listening to music.
I was gonna put headphones with metronome.
No. That's if you were gonna put headphones in, listen to a metronome. Because what winds up happening was when you're listening to music, you can't hear the strike. So you don't know if it was clean or not. And then also, Ben Crane said he could tell which ball was which. And so the guys at Titleist said, no, you can't. You can't tell the feeling of a different ball. He goes, bull. Yeah, I can. So they made all these golf balls, they were different, with no markings on them. They put headphones on them and they were playing music super, super loud. And they were asking him to identify the ball. He couldn't do it because it was the sound that that sounded softer, so it had to felt softer. He couldn't tell which ball was which.
Yeah, no, like this one, I know it's different from the ones I play because of the sound. Like,
so the sound, yeah, it's the
like
sound.
Wild.
Yeah. How annoying is that?
Yeah, that's a good outro to the fucking.
But for you, that's the last piece of what we're talking about today. Yeah. And this is simple. You can go to the green with a rhythm, and now the rhythm might change for the length of the putt, because you might feel really, really fast. If you're hitting a lag putt, you might need more time. But maybe we can group those in like 10-foot increments, because the time might have to change. Like this is 80 beats per minute or whatever it is. So you might need 78 beats, because you might need time to get the putter back. So, because if it's too short, you're gonna have to accelerate, and then all of a sudden that number is not green. Remember what we were saying? I don't care how long the putt is, the acceleration rate has to be the same. So 2-degree launch, I mean, this is a really good putt.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is not even that bad, but
no.
I think I'm like.
But in your head,
yeah,
because you're just like any other athlete. You want it now, you want it right away, you want everything, and you want to be able to do it right.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, dude, I used to teach LaDainian Tomlinson. Do you want to talk about somebody that was freaking uber competitive, and if he didn't get it right, he was like, this needs to be right. Like, this is unacceptable. Yeah. Like, I'm slicing it, and I don't want to slice it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. He'd stand over the ball and go, come on, man. Freaking, let's go. Come on. Mo Williams was the same. Mo Williams, dude, he's an NBA champ.
Yeah, man.
And, dude, you want to talk about athlete and speed. Yeah. You know, he's freaking point guard. Dude, and he could hit his golf ball. Oh, but these guys, they're, listen, if I started playing the piano tomorrow, I'd want to be able to play it, like, great.
Instantly.
In 3 days.
Yeah,
but it just doesn't happen. It's not. That's not realistic. But I think that's good for the competitive nature and your learning curve. Mm-hmm. It's just gonna make it faster because you're just be like, man, I need this and I want it now, so I'm gonna freaking grind it out. But today
we got a little.
We've got 2 pre-swing, ball position and shaft lean.
Yeah.
We didn't have to bend the putter. It's 4 degrees aloft, 72.25 lie. For right now, the lie angle is what it is. Now we saw the lie angle. It was a little toe up, but I didn't even mention it because that's not the subject. And then the in swing, so you don't feel so out of rhythm, find your comfortable, put your headphones in, practice it for a little while on, turn it off, see if you can do it, turn it back on, see if you can do it, turn it off, see if you can do it. Okay?
And then we improve the other stuff later.
There's a lot. I mean, this is just the beginning, bro.
I know, dude. Let's go.
It's just the beginning.
Man. Hey, Derek, thanks a lot.
You got it.
Dude, that was wild. This is actually next level. I can't even comprehend right now. This is wild.
It's funny because, like my buddy teaches on tour, and he's got like these $500,000 putting studios and all this stuff. And my guys come to the garage.
Yeah.
Now, pretty soon I'm gonna have a building down there. I'm gonna have cameras everywhere, 3D, force plates, it'll be literally the nicest putting studio in the world. And it's gonna be right down there.
That is a wrap for this video. Hopefully you guys like this lesson. Definitely drop a comment if you want to see Derek back at it again with me in the future. He may be, like I said, the greatest putting coach of all time, and he is going to, I know for a fact, bring me to scratch. So subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.